All right, so we're going to go to section 2 now. So we'll talk about insert, update, and delete. So I'll just go ahead and comment it here. Insert, update, and delete. So insert, update, and delete. So what we have here now is, okay, now we see that select, when we use select now, it reads data. The other 3 CRUD operation now writes the data. So select read, but the other 3 CRUD operation is going to write the data. So let's go through each and every one of them. So when we talk about insert helps us to insert a value into the table already. So we can come here and say insert right here. Then we want to say, okay, we are inserting into, let's say we want to insert into users. Then we want to know the column we are inserting these values to. So I'm inserting into the column name and email. Then I have to insert, okay, let's go with John Doe. I can just come here and say johndoe.example.com, right? So that is John Doe for us. So, okay, I'm just going to put this way. So this is us inserting into this John Doe. Don't forget we have just 5 before. So if I shoot this right here, you can see we've gotten a value that something was inserted. So to confirm this work now, we can now try to select where this was. So I can just say, okay, I want to select this now. Let's get now. I want to select asterisk now from users. But I want to just filter this to make sure I'm not selecting everything. I want to make it like from where, let's say, yeah, where email is john.doe@example.com. Right. So if I should go ahead and copy this right here, paste it here. All right. Let me make sure this run well. So there's a syntax error here. What could that be? So from user where email, okay, yes, we don't need this, sorry, that was a mistake. So just this way, then let's come again and paste this here. So I'm just going to come here, copy this. So now we can see that we have 6 now and getting John Doe details. So another thing you notice here that we did not supply the ID, we did not supply the created at. So those values are default now. So the ID is a serial and it seems like an auto increment, right? It increments itself. So the last one was 5. So you know that the next one is going to be 6. And we see the created at now, default to now. So you just give it the current date and time and database handles them from its own end. So let's say we want to insert multiple row. What are we going to do? How are we going to do that? So if we want to insert multiple row, the right way to do that now is just going to be like, we are going to do something like this. So I want to say insert. So let's say I want to insert into product right here. I'm going to come and say insert into, and I want to say product. So I want to give it the name, the price, the stock, right? I want to give it the name, the price, the stock. So I'm inserting into product the name, the price, the stock. So I'm just going to come here and say values. Then I'll come down here and say, okay, let's go with all this now. So here now I want to insert like 3 values into this. So I can just go ahead and copy this now. Don't forget the store tool we have just ticked before. So if I should run this now, insert, the operation was successful. So insert, then multiple rows. So that's efficient as inserting it like 3 times, right? So you can see this work well. So if I should try to query everything from the product, you see that I have 3 new products added to this. So now we can see that yes, our laptop, our phone, everything has been added, right? So that's how you insert. So let's talk about update real quick. So if you want to update now, what you are going to do is that we are not inserting now, we are updating an existing value. So I can come here and say update, then I want to update from the product table. Then I want to set a price right here now. So okay, let me work with stock. So I want to set stock is equals to 100. But which stock am I picking? So I can say where product. Let's say I don't want to use the ID. I can decide to use product name. You can use ID. Mostly when you're working with application, you might use ID, right? Or you can also use name. So I can just say where product, okay, where name is equals to. So let's work with laptop, right? Let's work with laptop. So where the name is equals to the laptop, we want to insert this there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and copy this right here, paste it here. So now we have updated one. So if I should go back to checking all my products, you see that laptop now is now this 100. Right here, laptop was just 10 stock, but now it's now 100 because I have updated it, right? So stock from went from 0, so it went from 10 to 100. So notice that the where clause here, without it now is used, and without it now you will update every single product. If you don't put this where clause, you are going to update every single product in the table, right? So always double check that your where is there before running an update in production. This is a query that wipes the entire table where someone forgets to use it. So it's going to wipe the entire table when you forget to use it. So let's now say you want to update multiple columns at once inside the value. So I can decide that, okay, product now is equals to this, and I want to set the price to this, and also I want to set the stock. So I can decide to say I want to have this setup. I want to set the stock to, okay, no, I'll set the stock, I want to set the price to, okay, let's set the price here to 90, right? And here now I don't want to do laptop again, I want to do something like smartphone. All right, pay attention to the price of price phone and the stock. So let's make this 99 instead. I think that's cool. So I'll copy this now. It's here. So okay, our price is a decimal value, so we want to make sure it is decimal. So I'll copy this again. Okay. All right, so I forgot to put a comma here. So let's paste this now. All right, now so we get a value is updated. So if I should try to select and print out all my products again, you will see that this smartphone now has been modified to how we want it to be here. All right, so let's move to delete. So when we talk about delete now, so it's going to remove, let's say we want to remove a test user right here. So delete is, just as the name says, is delete, is to delete values, right? So let's work with delete. So if I want to delete something, I'm just going to say delete from users. Then I want to say, why am I deleting from users here? I want to say where, right, email is equals to. So I'd like to pick a particular user here. All right, so I think John Doe was suggested to us. Let's go with John Doe. So right, if I want to delete this user now, I'll just go ahead, copy this. All right. So I think for things like this, we use a single column and not double. So I'm just going to change this to that. All right, so we have this way. So I use a single column right here. A single quote, I mean. Okay. So we have this now. Right. So it works now, and we've deleted John Doe. So if we now want to like, okay, now I want to confirm this is gone, we can just try to select this. I'll just come here and type the command directly. So I want to select here now from users. So I'm going to say where email is equals to. So let's try John Doe again. Dot Doe at example.com. So we don't have that entry again. So it has been cleared and it's no longer there. So now you know what we are doing.